Alright, good afternoon everybody. My name is Jarvis Simpson, aka Cool Running 88. Today I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on how to spray paint art. I started a couple months ago and I've enjoyed it ever since. It's a really fun hobby to do. It's really fun to get into this. But don't get me wrong, it's a lot of hard work, and always stick with it. You know, once you get something started, always stick with it. But today, I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on just the planets in general and a background, a nice easy background to get started off with. Today's spray paint that we're going to be using are red, blue, black, and white. These are the materials that we're going to be using. The materials are a glossy sheet of magazine paper, preferably glossy, a 17 by 14 inch paper. It is mixed media type of paper. I got this at Michael's. This doesn't have to be glossy. I found out that you can just do it on any type of paper, but make sure it's heavy duty. You don't want flimsy paper like printer paper because it'll just seep right through. We are also going to be using a nice pan top, a nice other circle. I really don't remember where this came from. Basically, I'm just going to be showing you some techniques to get started off with. So, let's get started. Always want to start out with an outline once you first get started. I always found out that bigger paper is easier to work on than smaller. You know what I'm saying? So, that's just a tip. So, that we're going to be working on a little outline here. A little trick. Always make sure to shake your spray paint really good. And make sure to wipe your paper off. If there's any debris on it, make sure you wipe that off as well. But make sure you shake your spray paint very well, because it'll just be a mess. So shake it well, make sure the ball's moving, and just go for it. So what I'm doing here is I'm making an outline of my planet so I don't forget where I'm going to put them. This is a basic. So just spray lightly, not too heavy, just and basically that's really it right there. Just a nice little outline. Okay. Now I want to start doing my plans. It's always good to start off with doing the bigger one first, because it's always I would say like the easiest to get out of the way. The smaller they get, the kind of harder they kind of get. But we're gonna work our way through that. So I'm gonna start off with my big one. The colors I'm gonna be using are white and red for my bigger one. Okay, you don't always have to use all three colors. I'm just gonna use 2 on this, and I'll probably use 3 on this. I'll show you the basic things that you should know. So I always want to start lightest from darkest. So as white is the lightest color I have, I'm always going to start with white. And then you can start either with red or blue. With since red or blue are kind of the same shade, you can start with either one. But if you have different colors, that's fine. Just make sure you always start from lightest to darkest. Alright, that's the easiest way that I learned how to do it. If you don't want to, do it that way, you can always start from darkest to lightest. It comes out differently. So here we go. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take one of my glossy pieces of paper, magazine paper. I'm going to set it on there. Just set it there. Put your hand on top of it and just rotate it. It can be either way, left or right. Just rotate it and make a nice swirling technique. Effect. So I'm gonna just twist it for a couple of seconds and just lift it up. Okay? If it didn't come out good, that's okay. It's your first time, you're just trying it out. But you can always just respray. You know, like the thing I said, you can start lighters from back here. So instead of red, you can put white. You do the same thing. It actually came out much better. Okay. Now I'm going to put my stencil down, my circle stencil. Just put it right on top. I'm just going to drop it. Nice clean drop. Now I'm going to do my smaller circle. I'm going to use all three colors for this one. Now my white first. Then I'm going to add my, we'll change it up, I'll add my blue. And then we'll add red, okay? You're always going to spray as light as you can, especially on the smaller ones. So for this one, I'm going to grab another sheet of paper. I'm going to crumple it up a little bit. I'm going to crumple it nice and flat. Put it on top. Put a little, apply a little pressure to it. And just peel it off. It comes off real easy and makes a nice even texture. Nice rocky texture on it. You want to take your other circle stencil and just place it right on top. Easiest way is you put your pinky down first. So, you know, it stabilizes your hand. You put your pinky down. See, look, I messed up. You put your pinky down and you just, okay? Easiest way, make sure you put your pinky down and you just put the thing on top. Alright, so now we're going to cover it in black. Always want to cover it in black, but you can also do a different color if you prefer. But easiest thing to do, start off with black, okay? Doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to add a nice little background, but you always want to make sure to cover the whole sheet in black. Okay? You always want to be a good distance away. You don't want to spray like right on top of your paper or it'll just be all runny. You want to be a good distance away from your paper, you know? Always wear a mask. I'm not wearing a mask right now because I'm talking to you guys and it's pretty hard for me right now, but I've gotten used to it. But yeah. So now we're going to be doing a nice easy background. That's one to get started off with. It's called the nebula effect. It's actually real fun to do, real interesting. Once you're first getting started out, this is really what you want to start off with, the easiest things to start off with. So let's get started. We're going to be using the red first. I just like using red. Use red first. Do a nice little light spray. You don't want to spray like heavily like the black. You want to stay nice and light, like a mist effect. You know what I'm saying? So just up here, okay, and just nice little tabs, okay? So it's like a mist effect. Or you can come over here and do it from the side, you know. do it from the side instead of doing it from up above. You can always do it from the side, whichever way is easier for you. Okay. And that's okay, the little blue dots that you see, it's okay. And remember, whatever you mess up with spray paint, you can always fix it, no matter what. So just in case it's too light, you don't like it like this, you can always just add black, you know what I'm saying? Just add little touches of black, the same little mist technique is the same way you should just spray the black. Just in case it's too light for you, just go ahead and spray the black on. Okay? Once you got that over with, you always just want to do the stars next. Always do the stars last, alright? Take your white. You always want to spray off to the side so you don't mess up your painting. Take the white, you take your finger, your index finger. Okay? You take it, you spray it on that finger. Okay, a couple of times, you flick it off to the side. Boom. Okay? And then you just flick right on top of the paper. Nice little even flicks. Okay, you do the same thing. And the reason I flick off to the side is to get all the excess paint on it. You don't want your stars to be all bulky. You just spray it. You just flick it. Keep flicking until you like the quantity of stars that you have. Okay. Then after that, you always want to sign it. But you always want to sign it while the paint is dry. Once it dries, it's kind of real hard to sign. It's kind of hard to see. So I'm going to sign it with a palette knife. Okay. Sometimes my signatures really don't come out like I like, but as long as they're on the paper, that's fine with me. Now it's time to see what we created. So let's take off our stencils. Look at that, it looks beautiful. Take off our stencils nice and easy. Beautiful. A little debris out here. That's okay. Okay. And basically that's basically it. You know what I'm saying? That's the easiest way I can explain it. Bring the camera just a little closer. Okay, this is our first planet. Nice and even texture, our little swirl motion. You know. Second planet, the smallest one. Nice little texture in there from the newspaper. The nice even stars. The blue dots actually give it some contrast. Makes it look like blue stars instead of just blue dots. So if you make that mistake, you really don't have to worry about it. But if you don't like it, you can always just spray over it again with black. But this is the beginning, and as you can see, my signature is not really that visible. I don't know if you can. My signature right here, yeah, you really can't see it. It's really hidden right there. So this is the basics right here. Let me put this back. Okay. Right there. So I guess if you have any questions, just comment below. I do have an Instagram, KOOLRUNNING88. Alright, my name is Jarvis Simpson, and thank you for watching. This is my first tutorial. Hopefully you guys like it. So please comment, add me on Instagram. Thank you very much for watching. Again, I am Jarvis Simpson, aka Cool Running 88. Thank you.